Hello and welcome. This is my very first ever YouTube video, and it is a tutorial on how to break through the bedrock ceiling of the Nether in Minecart 1.13.1. So let's give it a go, shall we? Please bear with me for the quality of the video. It's not the world's greatest PC that I'm on, so it's as good as I can get for now. I will hope to improve this in the future. Alright, now to get through the ceiling you'll need a few things. You will need a standard rail and a minecart. You'll need some blocks, any blocks, doesn't really matter. Some sticky pistons, some normal pistons, some cobblestone walls, some obsidian, an activator rail, some repeaters, a lever, some redstone, a redstone comparator, a block of redstone, some slime blocks, some netherrack. I just find that's a really easy block to break and work with when you need to build temporary scaffolding and the like, and some minecarts with TNT. You really should only need 2 of these, but always bring spares, especially if you're going onto the roof of the Nether, because once you're through, if you can't break the bedrock, you're stuck there. Unless of course you make yourself a portal, and in that case you'd need a flint and steel. Right, you also will need a good pickaxe, because you will be placing and breaking obsidian. So, you know, efficiency 5, I put unbreaking 3 on it as well. You don't really need to do that. And some food. Right, so let's go. I'll just pick that up. Now, what you need to do is find a spot at the top of the Nether. Once you've hit the bedrock, you need to get up to the very top layer of the bedrock. Now for me, and I think this is for everyone in 1.13, that would be, you need to be looking at block 127 on the y-axis. So if you see the XYZ, you can see we're standing on 124, and then if you look further down, you'll see looking at block 21, 127 minus 40. So it's the 127 that's the important bit, because that is the very top block. In previous versions I think it was 126, but for some reason it's now 127. Okay, so we've gotten there. What we need to do is, because that's also 127 there, just take notice of take note of the actual coordinates that you are looking at, which is block 20, 127 minus 41. So you need to remember that 20 and minus 41, so those 2 coordinates, because once you're up there, that's the block you want to break, because that's obviously where the space is underneath. So alright, now to do this, just let me get some netherrack. I need the standard minecart and a rail. You don't need 64 of all these things, or a full stack of all these things, but again, if you're going onto the roof of the Nether, best to take plenty of spares. So you really only need 1 standard rail and 1 minecart for this bit. This is getting through the roof of the Nether. Let me get rid of that. Okay. And what we want to do, we'll put some netherrack there. Oh, netherrack there, so that we can actually get up here. Right, so if you put a rail there, and then put your minecart on top of it. So again, we're looking at this block here. And then you right click on the minecart, and once you're in it, you're going to start taking damage, which is why you've got the food. But what you do is, once you're in it, immediately hit your left shift to exit the minecart and press jump. and sometimes you want to press W as well to move forward, and this should get you onto the roof of the Nether pretty easily and without taking too much damage. So let's give it a go. So right click, then we left shift, and we jump, 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 jump W. Come on. Doesn't want to do it. There we go. Oh. So it might be an idea if you've got the facilities to do it. If you've got yourself a brewing stand, make up a potion of leaping, because that will help you get through really, really easily. So now we'll just have something to eat. Now that method of getting through the roof has been around for quite a while, I believe. I've seen quite a few people do it. Impulse SV, I think, uses it, and some other guys, Doc M. Now this actual first bit of getting the pistons set up I got from Avomance, and it's a pretty simple one to do. Right, so we need to find that block that we were on, which is was 20 minus 41. There we go, it's that one there. So let's just mark that block with a bit of netherrack. That's the one we want. Right, get rid of that. Okay, now what we need to do is get some pistons in place. We're going to use one sticky and one standard piston, sorry. So what we'll do is we'll just wander over here a bit, and we'll put the box down there, and grab a sticky, and we'll grab a standard piston. Grab some obsidian while you're at it, your repeaters, your redstone dust, a lever, and a couple of TNT minecarts. Should be all we need. No, don't need those yet. Oh, and the cobblestone fences. I always forget the fences. Right. Ice bucket challenge. Rightio. So the first thing we're going to do is place the sticky piston facing like that, and then we will place the normal piston there. Then we want to come out a couple of blocks diagonally. I think it's 3 blocks diagonally. No, 2. 2. So on that block you want to put your activator rail, which of course I've forgotten to get. So we'll just get ourselves an activator rail. And put it there. Now, from there you want your obsidian. You want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should line you up. Yes, it does. Line you up with that piston. 1, 2, 3. Now, get rid of these blocks without breaking the pistons. And you want to put your cobblestone walls 1 there and 1 there. Okay, I think this is right so far. We then want our repeaters, and you want to go in 1 block, 1 there, on 3 ticks, put 1 there, 1, 2, 3, there, 1, 2, 3, there, 1, 2, 3, 1 more, 1, 2, 3, and then you want to have them going this way. 1 there, full ticks, 1 there, 3 ticks, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Then you want a block there, Some redstone dust there, and some redstone dust there. So what this is going to do is when we put our lever on here, when we fire this lever, I'll do it now, it's going to send the signal up there and push that piston out, because we've got the signal going through this block here. And then once we've done this one, we can then remove this block, put a block here to power this piston, and get that one done. But before we do that, we want to put a minecart with TNT on this rail, and then we set it off, move back so we're out of harm's way. Need a bit of steak to keep your fuel up. Now you'll see here that that top bit of the pistons come off. This is what we want both of them to look like. So before you remove this block, you need to make sure you keep a signal going to that that piston there. So to do that, we'll need some redstone blocks, or a redstone block. And if you pop that on there, you can then very carefully get rid of that. We then come around here and we put that there, which has powered that. So what we need to do is go and turn that off. But you'll notice that it will keep that one unpowered. Excuse me. Alright, so we want to do the same thing again, except this is a mistake I always make. I forget to replace those cobblestone walls. And quite often when the explosion happens, it will destroy these and you won't be able to pick them back up again. This is why you need to bring extras. Yeah, so that should be good to go. As I said, this is my first video, so if I make some mistakes, please bear with me. And we're good to go. Move back. Right, let's go and have a look. Okay, there we go. So you see I only got one of those cobblestone walls back then, so there you go. Alright, so what we want to do is place a temporary block there, a redstone block there. We can then very carefully remove that and that. Those, and we can pick all of these up. And this is where the 1.13.1 changes come in. So we now need to get rid of this obsidian. This is why we want an efficiency 5 pickaxe. That redstone, we don't want that causing any problems later. Okay. Right. So there we go. Now, sometimes you might, if you make a mistake, you might accidentally take one of these out, which means you'll have to start again, which is another reason for bringing all of the extras. Alright, so what we need now, we don't need the activator rail anymore. We don't need the redstone blocks anymore, but we will need some slime blocks. We will need some pistons. We will need some blocks. Could have just used netherrack, I guess, but yeah, this sort of, I prefer to use those. We will need some redstone repeaters, which we have plenty of already, and we'll need some comparators, some redstone dust, and a lever, which we have plenty of too. I believe that is it. Alright, now we need to work. That was our sticky piston. So what we need to do is put a standard piston, don't need those anymore, there facing up. Now here we're going to need one facing down. So the way we do that is we go, actually, let's use those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your piston facing down, another one facing down, the lever, turn it on, turn it off, put another block in, turn it on, turn it off, and then we can remove that one, those ones, and those ones. All right. And I've done that wrong, have I? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Excellent. All right. We want that one, 2, 3, 4, because we want that sticky one at the top, or facing that way. Right, as I said, first video, please bear with me. So we want that there, lever, turn it on, turn it off, block, on, off, that, and that. Alrighty. Okay, so once again, that is our sticky piston, that is our normal piston. So these blocks want to be going that way. So from that iron block there, we want our stickies, sorry, not stickies, slime blocks, like that. We then want a standard piston there, and we're going to have 4 blocks like that. Then get redstone, that, and that. And we want a repeater, comparator, repeater. And then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and the lever, and turn it on. Now at this point you can come around and remove the redstone blocks, and then just toggle that lever again. Do you see the particles there? I'm not sure if my frame rates would have been quick enough, but theoretically if I remove this block we should be able to see the minecart that I placed to get through the roof. And of course we can't. I need to toggle it again. Okay, I think I worked out what the problem was. So there is that piston right there that's going into the slime blocks. I used a normal piston. I believe it needs to be a sticky piston. So let's give it a go. Fingers crossed. Right. Yes, there we go. Success. So there you have it. That is how you break through the bedrock. You're now on the Nether roof. Good place to build gold farms. Good for having a Nether transport system. Yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. You can subscribe if you like. I'm not sure how often I will be doing videos, but you never know. Cheers. Thanks for watching.